Hello there, my name is Ra and welcome back to this series. Mistakes have been made, people, mistakes have been made. In the first episode of this series I named the series Road to 1.17. However, Mojang announced a few days ago that the 1.17 update will be out the 8th of June. So that is next week, and that doesn't give us enough time to do all the farms. I thought that the update was further away, but it turns out it wasn't. So this series now isn't Road to 1.17 anymore, but it is turned around to surviving Minecraft Bedrock. The premise of the series is pretty much the same. We are going to build up a base, we are going to build up all the farms from the channel and design some more. So we are still in the same world. We still have that massive hole that we dug with our stone tools. The brilliant idea. And now behind me here is a board with all the farms and contraptions that will be built here in this world. Between the episodes there has been a lot of mining, a lot of resource gathering, some building of manual farms. We found a whole lot of diamonds. All of the tools that we now have are diamond tools. And they are all enchanted, but not yet with top level enchantments. Now before we continue I have to apologize for my voice because I have a cold and my voice is straining a bit. But I wanted to make this video, so well, hopefully it isn't that bad. In the comments in the last episodes there was a request for a fish farm, AFK fish farm, which I also explained in the comments I'm not going to do. I wanted to explain that a little bit more for all of you. Me personally and my channel as well. I want to refrain from bug exploits. I know they are out there, I've used them before. And most of them will be fixed in future updates, and like AFK fishing, that is something that is high on the list at Mojang, together with one tick farms. They don't want that to happen. And it's not that I want to listen to Mojang, that's not it, it's just I do not want to make farms that rely on bugs. For the simple reason that bugs will be fixed and the farm then will break. So that is why some farms won't be made and some farms will be made. Now as said, here behind me is the board with all the farms, and today we are going to make a kelp farm and a sugarcane farm. That will be the first layer of those farms, and those will be fully automatic layers. And those farms will be bigger in the future, but for now we have the resource for just one layer for both of them. So that is what we're going to do. And now I am going to show you around, because quite a lot has changed. So let me jump in the camera account real quick, and then we can start flying around, because this is changed quite a bit. We now have a melon and pumpkin farm, a manual melon and pumpkin farm, but it's at the place where the automatic pumpkin farm will be. And then we have the two rectangles here with the yellow wool, and on the right side will be the kelp farm and on the left side will be the sugarcane farm. Now these animals here will eventually go into this area surrounded by the blue wool and the white dots in the middle. That will be the official animal pens. The nether portal here will be moved, but there is not a definite position for it yet, so that is why it is still there. Well, that hasn't changed. And here this has changed quite a lot. This is not a cactus farm here. This is just to farm some cactus manually, so we have enough to make a cactus farm later on. But this is, well, this will be the big piece of the base. This is the item sorter. As I said in the first episode, as we are going to use an item sorter, we are already starting with sorting the items by hand. So that has been done right here. All is laid out for the future. This only needs to be automated, and I say only. This is going to take a whole lot of resources because, well, it's a whole lot of chests. And there is an input and an output right here, and they will go up via a bubble fader and then sorted around to sort all the items. Alright, so here we are at the kelp farm and the sugarcane farm. Now I already grabbed all the items that we need for the kelp farm. All is in there is for the sugarcane farm, and this is where the kelp farm will be. Now the kelp farm is the same as the tutorial shown on this channel a little while ago, but I will build up one unit to show how it works, and then for the rest we will jump into a time lapse. So let's remove the borders because we do not need them. And there we go. Right, let's start. This will be the item transport right here. So this is the wall, like there, and this is the front wall. There's the back wall, we need that one higher. Oop. And like that. Like so. And then we need the dirt. We need a block of dirt right here. And we need a block right here and the piston on top of this. If we build up the wall, well, we climb, and we need a block here on the end of the piston. And then on the front of the piston, let's build a little bit. We need to place the observer, and that observer needs to be placed from the back, I realize now. Like that. And then we need one redstone dust right here, so we can build up the wall even further. We can remove this because this will be glass, and like so we need to go one higher than the observer, and the water will be right on here. So we need to do it like this, so the water will flow down. The kelp will be on the dirt. Once the kelp has grown to that height, the piston will fire, knocking all the kelp down. That is the system. So if we now place the wall in front, and if we do that correctly, like that, and we only need a fence gate right here at the height of the kelp, and that will stop the water, and that will stop kelp from collecting right here and flow down. So that is one layer of the system. Now let's jump into a time lapse and build the rest. See you back after.
I think everyone wonders what they would do if they saw a ghost.
Alright, and that is this farm done. Well, at least the first layer is done. The kelp will start growing now, and my voice is getting worse. Well, there is the first kelp being knocked off. Let's grab that real quick because there's not a transport system yet, or at least the transport system leads to nowhere. Let's see, let's put in a hopper. Let's quickly grab one, and the chest behind the hopper. One hopper, and we need some chests, and the chests are right here. And let's grab some more for the other farm as well. Otherwise we need to run back again. While we're here, we can also sleep. Right, there we go. As you can see, my camera account joined the game now. That got disconnected. and we can focus on the next farm, the bamboo farm. Now the bamboo farm isn't on my channel yet, but the video is almost ready, so soon there will be a tutorial for this. And I'm going to do the same as with this farm. I'm going to show one unit and then jump into a time lapse while building the rest. So let's remove these blocks here. Need to sort the glass out later on. And this system is pretty much the same as the previous system. This system deals pretty much the same way with bamboo as with the kelp. That is with a piston and an observer on top, which detects the change in the growing of the bamboo. The only thing that is different is that we have water right here, so the kelp will flow over, and this will have a minecart on the bottom picking up all the sugarcane. So we can start by doing, let me think real quick because it's been a while. Let's do this, and here, powered rails right here. Let's do 3, and on top of this powered rails we want a block. Now behind this block we need to close this off because this is the place where the water will be. The sugarcane will grow here, it will be flung off, but it will also land here, and then it will be picked up by the minecart with a hopper that is going along below here, and that will transfer it to a chest. And therefore we need water because sugarcane only grows with water. So let's quickly do this and close this off. We can put water right here. Now if we place sugarcane right here, then we can do this, fall down, close this off. Right, now we can place a piston right here. On the back of the piston we need a solid block. Let's go up, and we need the observer on top of that facing that way, and lastly we need some redstone. Now again, the same as what I said, the same as the farm there. As soon as this grows, let's place this, it detects it, it fires the piston, it knocks it off, it will land on the dirt, and the minecart picks it up. And that is basically the whole farm. Right, so let's jump into a time lapse for building the rest of the farm, and I will be back when it is done. And there we have it, we are nearly done. Now for this farm we need a minecart going underneath it. The minecart isn't in place yet because we first need to put in the station. So let's do that now. Let's go to the back of the farm, and this is where the minecart should exit. So we are going to take this way and then take it this way. First we need to put in a detector rail, and that will detect the minecart going over it. That will send a signal towards the unloading station, and the unloading station will then make sure that the minecart will stop. So let's finish the track first. And we are a little bit far in. Let's do it right there. Now for now what we are going to do is this. We're just going to place a chest here with the hopper going inside of that. that's it. This will be replaced by a line going towards the sorter eventually. Let's go to bed real quick. And while we're running towards the bed, let me say that if you have any suggestions or questions, then please leave a comment below. I will react to all the comments, or at least almost all the comments. And if you have any questions, I would love to help. Now let's get back to the station. We need a powered rail right here on top of the hopper. Then we need a comparator out of the hopper. And this will measure if the hopper carries any items. If there are items in there, the comparator will turn on. That in turn will send a signal through this block into a redstone torch, which now is on. And I will explain that in a second, but once this is on, this torch turns off. And then we need a repeater, which also turns on because this block is on, repeater is on. And then we need one block here, and as you can see now the rails is powered, which means that as long as the hopper is empty, this rails is powered and send the cart back on its way. As soon as the minecart has something in it, it will transfer it directly into the hopper, which means that it turns the signal off, and the minecart with hopper will stay on top of here and unload completely. Once the hopper is empty, the signal will convert again and this will turn on. Now we need this signal to go into here with a slight delay, because if we now send the minecart on its way, it will drop off 2 or 3 items and then go back. It will not completely unload. So we need to make sure that the station is, well, I must say the station is turned off once the minecart is on there. So that is what we are going to do now. Let's throw that on 2 ticks, see how that goes. Then redstone dust, and that's not gonna work. Nope. Okay, we need to change this. We need to go underneath. Okay, so we need to dig a little bit. If we do not do that, the redstone will interfere with this circuit right here, and it will also lock this hopper. So that's a no-go. What we can do is this will still power this speck of dust. And then we can do it like this. And we can go around like so. And why are you on? Because this one is on. Okay. Slight problems in the design right here. Let's remove this one and put that on another place, because that will power the blocks all around it as well. So we want it to go up right here and then into the repeater, and that is on 2 ticks. That will work. Now we need to power these as well. Let's see, can we do that? What is the best way? We can probably do this. That doesn't interfere with any of the redstone, does it? No. And the rails should be powered. We cannot remove that block to see, because then the water will drain. Yes, it is powered. Okay, so that is good. Alright, so now we can put in the hopper minecart. That will go on its way. And once it's back, you will see that when it turns this one on, See, it stops. And if it has more items in it, it will completely unload and then go on its way again. For now there's nothing here, but this system is now ready as well. So we now have 2 farms working. And these are completely full automatic farms. We don't have to do anything else with them. The only thing that we really need to do is connect these up to the storage, but we can do that once the storage is automated. Now it has not much use to do that. That is going to be it. Except for this point, we need to remove the signs. We have a kelp farm and we have the sugarcane farm. Am I blind? Oh, I didn't even put that on the board. Okay, well, no, we have a farm that wasn't on the board, but it still was intended to build. So that is going to be it, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this episode. Again, sorry about my voice. Hopefully next time it will be completely normal again. If you have any questions or suggestions, then leave a comment below. And also leave a like and consider subscribing if you are not already. That is it for me. Thank you very much. See you next time. Stay safe. Bye bye.